Hi everyone, I'm Louie here with another God of War Ragnarok theory video. This time it's about what really happened in the crater in Vanaheim. I guess you could consider this a somewhat sequel to my other theory video, which you can watch here. If you enjoy these videos, remember to like and subscribe, and catch me live on Twitch Monday through Thursday, 12 Eastern. To get the full story of the crater, you have to complete the favor called Casualty of War, which involve picking up artifacts.
Live here? Just a crater.
It wasn't a crater when they lived here, lad. Something happened to it.
What? Like an explosion? It'd have to be huge.
Now, I ordered these in a way to try to form a cohesive story in the best way possible, but you can find the first parts of these artifacts in any order. This artifact quest lets us know that something destroyed this valley in an instant, and that it was so strong it severed spirits.
Speak.
The day this valley was destroyed, my spirit was torn, split in two.
All of the spirits also tell you what they saw, which is a clue to the other piece of their quest. That's the part I have muted right now, and I'll be cutting those parts from here on because they don't really add anything to the story.
This spectre may be able to tell us what happened in this valley, brother.
If the Leviathan froze that lightning, do you think Mother was, here?
It means nothing. We do not know that Faye was here.
True, but that frozen bolt tells an unfinished story. If we want to know what really happened here, we need to know what that spirit remembers.
Then we go. Tell us what you know of that day.
I remember walking into a mead hall, and Thor was there.
In Vanaheim? Do you know why he was there?
There were whispers that he was looking for a Vanir military outpost. I didn't want any trouble, so I thought I'd quit. That's the last I saw of him.
Once we unite Holger's spirit, he tells us that Thor was here searching for a Vanir military outpost and that he was meeting someone in the mead hall. The game tries to get you to think it was Faye in the hall, but we soon find out that that isn't true.
Faye never drank with me, and she would not have with him.
Sometimes we never really know the ones we love, brother.
I was... the scroll. There was a message I must deliver. The Aesir and Thor, I must remember. The message must be delivered. It was important. My commander is waiting on my word.
The next spirit tells us that she was supposed to deliver an important message to their commander. That's all we learn from the first part anyways.
Thor was looking for a fight with the Vanir military.
Were the Vanir fighting the Aesir in this valley?
Aye, a battle the Vanir would eventually lose.
But what does the frozen lightning have to do with this conflict?
There's only one way to find out, brother. We keep looking.
Odin sent Thor to take control of the valley. But I suppose it's too late now.
Don't worry. We're handling the Aesir.
No. Tell us what you know of that day.
I was at the mead hall. Thor was there. He had a strange drinking companion. Some sort of creature, the likes of which I'd never seen. It had this barrel of mead that seemed to never go empty.
What were they doing?
Getting blind drunk from the looks of it. They were passing drinks around, reveling. Everyone had a tipple too many, but Thor, he was by far the drunkest of anyone there that day.
Mimir, what do you make of this?
Thor has always loved a strong drink with questionable company. But I've never heard any word of his creature companion. This isn't a lot to go on, I'm afraid.
Well, we know one thing. Thor was totally drunk when the valley was destroyed.
There is still much we do not know, and whether your mother was involved remains unclear.
In the second part of Runa's quest, she tells us that Thor had come to take control of the valley and that she saw Thor getting drunk in a mead hall with a strange creature in a bottomless mead barrel. This part took me a while, but I eventually just left it alone because this is the only time it's mentioned, and I just believe it's being used as a plot device as to why Thor was drunk.
Battle with the most powerful of all gods.
What woman? Elaborate.
But, the specifics elude me.
In this clip, the guy starts to tell us of a battle he saw, but the details are hazy for him until we actually reunite his spirit.
I've got a good feeling about this guy. I think he knows something about Mother.
Or not.
Have some faith, brother. Answers could be closer than you think.
You owe us a story first.
A battle. Unlike anything I've ever seen. I remember a great clash of metal in the sunlight. Thor, he wielded his hammer. But it was matched by a remarkable axe.
This axe? Did it belong to a fair-haired warrior?
Yes! That's the one. She brandished that axe with exacting precision. Strength. Never has there been a weapon to match Mjolnir. But with that axe and that warrior, Thor was in for the fight of his life.
It was Faye who fought Thor in this valley.
It was more than just a fight. It sounds like Mom was beating Thor.
It seems there is much I never knew about her. And now she is gone.
Maybe. But her story here isn't finished.
With Magnus' spirit completed, he tells us the story of the battle, and we learn that the fair-haired woman was actually Faye.
Separated like my sons. This toy, it will bring me back to him.
His story is like many in this valley. Separated from someone they love by death.
We gotta get him back to his son.
Agreed.
You do? Oh, I assumed you'd say something like, reuniting the dead is pointless.
Not this time.
This spirit tells us he was separated from his son because of the chaos of battle.
What did you see that day?
Yes, I remember now. On the day the valley was destroyed, Thor was swinging his hammer wildly through town. Everyone was terrified. Then a fair-haired warrior stepped in his path, and a fight began. She was a brave woman.
This fair-haired warrior must have been Faye, brother.
Yeah, Mom stood up to Thor.
I'm not sure if Faye had bravery or bravado. Not many live to tell the tale of a fight with Thor.
Faye never spoke of fighting him.
Everyone has secrets.
We do not know for certain this was Faye.
Aye, there is only one way to find out, brother.
Once we help Andor, he tells us the story of a drunk Thor, who at this point had left the tavern and was swinging Mjolnir around wildly until Faye stepped in his path to fight him.
I said I would find this valley a new home after the Aesir destroyed mine.
In the first part of this guy's quest, he tells us that he was trying to find a new home here because he was previously displaced by the Aesir before coming here.
Another spirit displaced by the Aesir.
Odin must have been really mad when Freya left him to do all this.
Odin was never going to stop. That's why he sent Thor here.
And what of Faye? Did she challenge Thor? Challenge Odin?
Who knows? But the truth is waiting for us, brother. A question first, brother. You wanted to make this valley your home. What stopped you?
I remember this valley. It was on the brink of devastation when I found it.
Was it a crater like you see now?
No, but the town was in shambles. Shattered glass, broken buildings. There was no hope to be made here.
Did you see what caused the destruction?
A battle. Thor and this woman with red hair. They tore through the town. The rage between them was terrifying.
Thor was enraged. I'm not surprised.
No, the warrior. She was furious and fought like it. Thor was drunk, sloppy, but she was drunk on something else. Rage. It was out of control. I saw her fury with every swing of her axe. That battle destroyed this land.
These stories. I have known Faye's anger, but never to this extent.
We hide the parts we're ashamed of, brother.
Mom must have hated Thor for what he did to the giants. Maybe that's why she did what she did.
She took part in the destruction of this valley. That would take a rage I thought her incapable of.
Perhaps you and Faye had more in common than you thought.
We both had secrets. But that kind of anger... I never saw Faye in that light.
Even the brightest among us carry darkness, brother.
In the second part, he tells us he couldn't make a home here because the valley was already almost entirely destroyed by the time he actually got here. Now we have all the pieces of the puzzle, I think we just need to put them together. Now we know from all the information that we gathered that Thor was sent here to do damage to the Vanir military, and after drinking, he ran into Faye, who battled him. The battle raged through the town, killing innocents who were unfortunately caught in the crossfire. This enraged Faye, causing her to have more destructive capabilities because she wouldn't even consider the collateral damage in that emotional state. The battle finally came to a head, and Mjolnir and the Leviathan axe met in a clash nearly identical to this one. The only difference being that Thor did not have permission to kill Kratos here, so he was holding back. I don't think Thor or Faye would have held back in this situation, given the history of the Aesir and the Giants. So with this epic fight, the blast between the two weapons severed souls in a quick explosion. Many fans theorize that this is the reason Faye died. We never get an explanation in either 2018 or Ragnarök about it. I also believe this theory because it would play into the other theory video that I have, because Faye's soul being splintered in an explosion would explain why her soul is in pieces. So what do you guys think? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and to catch me over on Twitch Monday through Thursday 12 Eastern, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.